Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Darius Davis to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
21.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Go, 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 go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on first is Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert now off the play fake. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
And they will throw to get us started here. His first throw is an interception. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment, because they threw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
60 Maverick. Go! 19 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
Back to the air. It's May. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Harris once more. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8. Herbert from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you've got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Man in motion out of the slot. On third down, Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Got Washington, it's complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw for May. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stopped by Deion Henley. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. May now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Mitchell is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead off the turnover. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. He's on the move. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
This is Harris on 2nd down. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. At the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game in the first half. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Warriors 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hup.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And it sets up 2nd down. Going right side, Harris with it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Made a throw it. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Set.
Going play action, May. This throw is cut. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set.
They bring Johnston in motion.
Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. A tight end in motion now. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That stop made by T.J. Watt. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
Running right with Mitchell. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. Go.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Caught by Washington, left side. To the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, Ray. Set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying another one deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
21. 80. Ready.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Chargers looking for a score before halftime. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And they pick him off again. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. Reel it.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Play action now for Herbert. It's taken in by Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds McConkey. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert on first down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they pick him off again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
May on first and 10. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And it's going to be second down.
Buffalo 18. Go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the road. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Patterson now to return it.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's May. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Ready, set.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Panther 11. Panther.
Back to the air, it's May. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Slot man motioned over. First down throw for May. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
79 Broncos.
To the air yet again, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
May trying again here on second. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They're going play action. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
They snap it to Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. A give to Mitchell, running left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, this is Mitchell. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Mitchell again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they send a man in motion. May now on third down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Dicker connects there. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
12. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Running behind center with Harris. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
He's loaded another one up. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they pick him off again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the pistol snap to May. That's going to be caught by Washington. He could do it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Pickens the touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Grab right. 5-9.
Play action now for Herbert. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Najee takes this one. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. Johnston brings it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert now off the play fake. He sends this one to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Back to the air, Herbert. And they pick him off again. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's the Steelers with it to begin the fourth, and this game entering blowout territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Lions.
May now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take 7 points off the deficit. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. Go.
Trying again following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again.
Hurry.
Working quickly here.
19 Tiger. 18 Raptor.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Chargers take possession. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
On third down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. That throw finds Johnston. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers cut into the lead by another point.
Chargers 28.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Patterson now to return it.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go! Track at 60.
Motioning left is their running back.
Check go.
May on first and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Panther 11.
To the air on first down. May. It's taken in by Washington. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers are running them out of the building. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Herbert from the gun. On target to Dobbins. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Offense up to the line fast. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's trying to push the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Hurst there to grab it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Deep drop this time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Ram. Set. 380. Straight up. Crowd right. Straight up.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Got Washington. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one...
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set up.
Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Well, there has been no answer to keep him out of the end zone, and they can't keep him out of the record books either, partner. That score gives him the most receiving touchdowns ever in one game.
And trust me, Kate, those defenders, they threw everything. Man, zone, press, off. They just could not stop him. He was on a mission, and it was a mission for the record books.
Rager with the return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Desperation time here on fourth. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Drake made the touchdown. Another score for him this game. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
21. Set. Hold me to right. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Opie.
And the Chargers first down.
Go. Ready.
Play action now for Herbert. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He beams one deep. That's complete inside the 35. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. To make a check in the win column.